Hello everyone, welcome back to my gaming review. Today I want to talk about the best-selling game console ever, also my favorite game console, that's the PlayStation 2. But in 2022 and the future going on, which PS2 was the best model or best version to buy? So you have the PS2 Fats, which everyone should know what a fat PS2 looks like. They're a lot more bigger and bulkier, and they're kind of like built like a tank. But the PS2 Fats do have some reliability issues and are not as reliable as the slim PS2s though. But yes, the PS2 Fat is the original PlayStation 2, and you got like I think it's like the 3000 and 5000 series on the Fat PlayStation 2, I believe. And then after the Fat PS2, you have the Slim PlayStation 2, which basically replaced the Fat one. Most people would buy the Slim PS2 out of the Fat one, or if people had a broken Fat PS2, they just switched to a Slim. The PS2 Slims are called the 7000 series. The PlayStation 2 7000 series is the PS2 Slimline, or part of the PS2 Slimline, and I actually own the PS2 7000 and also a Fat PS2. But the PS2 7000 is very awesome. It's a very good console, very reliable system. I've never had an issue with a PS2 7000 model. I've actually never really had an issue with a Fat PS2, except for the laser going bad. I mean, these PS2s are very old systems, so the laser on a lot of these consoles will be bad, and will go bad eventually. But overall, the PS2 7000, I believe, is better than the PS2 Fat. And then you have the PS2 9000 model, which was the 9001, and it's like just the 9000 series. The PS2 9000 series was the last PS2s ever made. So unlike the 7000 Slim, the 9000 Slim, there's a few differences. Like you can usually tell which is which because the PS2 9000 series has one side's all gloss and one side's all matte, and the PS2 9000, unlike the PS2 7000, has a power supply on the inside. So the PS2 Fat and 9000 both have the same kind of like a power supply where it's inside the console. The 7000 has a power supply that's outside of the console. I would say the 7000 is more reliable than the 9000 though. I've never really owned the 9000 model, but PS2 7000 series is very reliable and very good because the power supply is outside the console. And I will always defend my argument if the power supply is not in the console and it's actually outside the console. It's a power brick. That's actually better than having the power supply inside the game system, because if your power supply goes bad in your PS2 9000 or Fat, you have to actually take it apart and replace the power supply. On a PS2 7000 console, you don't have to do that. You can just buy a new power supply because they're just a power brick, basically. So you just buy a new brick. Your PS2 7000 works if the old power supply broke. That's why the 7000 is my favorite PS2, because it's just more reliable than the other two. But anyway, if you're looking to collect PlayStation 2, if you're looking to buy a PlayStation 2, and if you've never actually owned one, which is very sad if you haven't, but if you've never actually experienced or owned one, they're actually really cheap consoles. You can find PS2s all over eBay. There's some on Amazon. You can buy refurbished ones. The PS2 is just a fantastic game console to collect for. If you just want to get into PlayStation 2 gaming though, you can buy any of these and have a lot of fun. All of these PS2s are very good consoles that will last you a long time, and they have the most fantastic games ever. I mean, these are the best-selling game consoles for a reason. They have a very awesome library of games, some of the best games ever made. You got all of the PS2s or DVD players. You can watch your old movies on them, and so on. The PS2 is just a fantastic game system. It's also backwards compatible with PS1 games, which is also fantastic. But the whole point of the video is what PlayStation 2 is the best. I think it all comes down to an opinion. But in my opinion, I think the 7000 PlayStation 2 is the best. Now, the 7000 is the PS2 Slim that has the small, glossy line going through. The 9000 Slim is the one that has an entire one side is glossy, while the PS2 Slim 7000 only has a little bit of gloss on it. But I think the PS2 7000 series is the best PS2 game consoles you should buy. It does not matter what 7000 version it is, because there's like multiple versions. But if you see a 7000 PS2, it has the little yellow hole in the back of it for the power brick. That is the one. That is the one you should go for. The PS2 7000, in my opinion, I have two of them. In my opinion, it's the most reliable option, and it is very slim, very small, and it just works amazingly. Now, the PS2 9000 is about the same size as the 7000, so on the screen here, I do have the 9000 looking very big. It's not that big. It's actually the same size as the 7000. I just decided to make it bigger so people can see it better and see the differences. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video. But in my opinion, the best PlayStation 2 to buy, if you are going to go for a PlayStation 2, if you want to go to a retro PlayStation 2 console in 2022 and in the future, I would say go for the 7000. You know, if you want a PS2, look it up online. Do like the 712 model. Just do a PS2 7000. They're reliable. They work well. And if not the 7000, just go for a PS2 Fat. But the 7000s are really good. PlayStation 2, I've never had issues with it. I just played Killzone on my PS2 7000 yesterday. Played for like an hour, and it did amazingly. But anyway, I'm going to end this video, so I hope everyone has a lovely day or night, and peace.